Over the last 5 months, I've slowly filled this little book full of scraps, photos, stickers, tickets, pretty images, patterns, and much more. In this video, I'll show you guys every page of this little sketchbook, inside and out, as well as my favorite tools for scrapbooking at the end. Hey guys, welcome to another scrapbook tour. I've got this chunky boy that is, I would say it's still in one piece, but like half an hour ago it actually did break, so it's still in one piece. So some of you might remember my first scrapbook tour, which is this one, which is, it broke out of the spine. That's about it. Side by side. Yeah, but today we're gonna focus on this one. Oh my god, I'm so sad that it fell apart, like right at the last second. It held up for months. Anyways, what I want to do first, actually, before we actually get into this scrapbook tour, is weigh this little boy. I weighed it at the start and it was 115 grams. So we're gonna see how much it is now. Okay, I've got this kitchen scale and that's gonna do it. Okay, so it was 115 grams. We're gonna see. I don't know either. Oh, I can't even see. That is around 280 grams, I think, which means that it's doubled. It's over doubled. So that's really funny. It's also definitely over doubled in width. So makes sense. So yeah, I started this sketch. It's gonna be quite hard to see. I'm probably gonna have to like hold it. I started this back on February 22nd. It feels like a while ago. I didn't really, it kind of came in waves, right? I worked on it and then I didn't work on it. It says Sketchbook 25 because I always number my sketchbooks after I finish them. I know this is a scrapbook, don't expect there to be art drawn by me in here, but I'm still gonna call it a scrapbook or a sketchbook. I wrote Sketchbook 25 on this notes that said that my bike was not parked correctly. I still don't know what was wrong with it, but they were like, you did it wrong. So we're gonna go, this is so undoable. Especially at the end, I just didn't really like working in it anymore because I just couldn't, like, do you see that? Like, I couldn't really work in it anymore, but eventually we got there. But it all started at the beginning. This is really random. I don't know what this is. It's all kind of red. It says, what do you hear? Imagine that your body would go up in your environments and you listen again. Then what do you hear? Sounds very deep. I really like this cheese. It's so good. This page is yellow, as you can see. Oh, I really like this sticker. I have a whole bunch of like Sesame Street stamps. They're so cute. This little flower, I think I found this on the ground. Sounds about right. Also Miffy sticker or Miffy washi tape, so cute. And onigiri washi tape, I love onigiri. And tea. Oh, this one is a blue page. This feels so good. It's really textured. It's part of my wallpaper that's in my closet. It's been there for longer than I have been alive. And then this is from like a dessert, and this is from wine or something. Oh, I think that might have been from this really expensive wine that my mother and I drank in Italy. And then some Sonic stamps. This is gonna be a long video. Sit back. This is when I went to Florence with my mother. It was a lot of fun. It was so pretty. I obviously collected everything. And then when I came back, I made this and the next couple scrapbooks pages. So this is from my meal at the airport, actually. This is also at the airport. This is from tea that I gathered, that we got from the hotel. I really like this page. I just think it's so visually pleasing and I really like it. It looks good. This is, let's see, museum tickets. This is from the metro or the train, I forgot. This is from a museum, that's from a museum, and this is from a restaurant where we went. There's the map, just in case you're in Florence right now. Next up, this is part of my, like, the scan ticket thing they put on your back. I really like this. I really like just simple patterns like this, just a spread full of the same thing. It just tickles my fancy. I like it. This one is still from Florence. I got juice. It's not juice, soda and water. Stuck it in there. This is also from the hotel, like all of the sugar packages. I took them all. I think it's kind of neat. This one is still from Florence. We went to this mall, sort of like food mall, And this is one of like the placemats, and I just thought it was so pretty, and I took it and then I put it in here. This is still Florence. Just a bunch of random things. Literally scraps of scraps that I still had. This is both from the airplane. This was from sugar. This was from these crackers I bought. It's kind of falling apart. This one is this the last one? This is the last one. Okay, the last one for Florence. Oh, this was when this girl came up to me and she just started speaking to me in Italian. And I just looked at her and I was like a little girl, like maybe 8 or 10 years old or something. And she just came to me and she started speaking and speaking. And I was like, I just looked at her dumbfounded, like, sorry, girl, I don't speak Italian. And she couldn't speak English. And then I was just kind of like, but then she gave me this ticket for like a concert in the church or something. Not sure. I stuck it in here. This is a page that is like falling apart. This page is from Playgrounds in Eindhoven, which I got the opportunity to go this year and it's really, really cool. This is a business card of someone that I bought some stickers from. Super cute. I really like this color palette. This color palette is just red and yellow. I don't really have much more to say about that. I don't think it's very pleasing. I don't really like it. I do think these Maltesers are funny though, or whatever they are. This is like to have fun every day, yet another blue period. I think I got that from the manga. This one's kind of fun. We got wrappers from Candy, and then this German book that I got from a friend, like really, really old. I can't read it. Like my German isn't the best, but I just can't read this at all. But it's very aesthetic, and you'll see more of it later. Ooh, this was all of these 4 used to be on my phone case, but then they, oh my god. Oh no, okay, this is kind of, I'll call it an inside joke, but this is from this one time my friends and I went to McDonald's and we just ordered individually and everyone ended up ordering 1 hot chocolate and 1 raspberry cookie. So we just had 4 hot chocolates and 4 raspberry cookies. That was one of my craziest McDonald's trips, but I won't get into detail why. That's a flower, I don't know where I got that from. It looks like this might be from my garden. Oh, this is actually art that I drew. I just printed it out. This was for a school project. I drew a bunch of critters that we find in the forest. So we got a squirrel, an isopod, a mouse, a woodpecker, and a hare. I really like these. I think they're so nice. Next up, we got more wrappers and things. Tea, a lollipop, and then Fanta from Italy, from the airport, I think. This is from Bananas, just stickers. I love sticking. Oh, there's more. I thought I lied. There's more Florence. Half of this thing is just Florence in the beginning. This was also just, I think this one's kind of neat compared to the other ones. Just like visually pleasing. It's also mostly from water bottles. Oh, this, okay. I got my first aquarium. And this is when I got my soil and my stones and my plants and everything. And I started setting up the aquarium. Like before I got animals, just like cycling, but that was still very exciting. So these are some stuff for that. And these are the plants I got. I like them. This one almost entirely died, except for like one. This one also almost entirely died. And this one is just taken over the entire aquarium. This is from the like bag that held the plants. It was meant for fish, but they didn't have plant bags or something, so I got these. I'm not complaining. This is wrapping paper. I love wrapping paper. It's so aesthetic. So pretty. Ooh, this used to be on my wall, like a poster, an Attack on Titan poster. And then I just stuck it in here because I took it off my wall and it's in pieces now. This one's cute. Look at the tiny squirrel. And then we have Nana Yashira and some more Taliban Hanakunkin manga. I will show you guys my scraps later, but I have so many that I've accumulated over the past couple years. And I also have a whole bunch of toilet-bound Hanakoken ones. And I use those every now and then. This one, I don't know what I think of this one. This one keeps popping up in my mind and I don't like it. I don't like this beige and then the red and then just with bananas. I don't know, we're gonna skip this one. Ooh, this one's silly. I remember doing this one. We got another one of those like old, wait. It's from this book. No clue what it's called, no clue what it's about, but it just has a whole bunch of like German pages in there. And then some like old guys. I had this school project about like 18th century fashion. So I had a lot of prints from that and I used those. This was also for a school project. We had to like take everyone that inspires us. So I got a whole bunch of artists and a bunch of songs. I don't think the songs are very legible. They're very small. It's all very small. Cutting this took forever, but I do think it's a really nice collage. If you're wondering about any of the artists, I won't. Maybe I'll put them all on the screen. But I love them all. This is another tea page. It's an interesting color palette, but I just think it's appealing. Same thing. Like the magenta, the sap green, and then the orange. I think that's so interesting. Smells good as well. This is just a picture of the forest that I've taken and printed out for the same school project as the critters. And these are also some of the pictures that I've taken. We got a whole bunch of moss. That's the entire page. We got moss. This one, it's also pretty though. Ooh, this is just like a spread of more wallpaper, but just the entirety wallpaper. It feels so good. You can see that it's so textured and it's just like a tactile page. This page is kind of ugly. I won't lie. This just has a whole bunch. I bought these really cute stamps. And then this is just from tape and I stamped more, but it just kind of bled everywhere. So we're gonna skip that. Ooh, this one's funny. When I was a kid, I collected all of these animal cards and I have so many of them. And I stuck a bunch of them in here in a way that you can kind of flip through them and still see them all. I think it's cute. Very cute. Ooh, this one is kind of clean. I got this ribbon. And then this is packaging from probably a card I got or something in a souvenir shop. I don't know. And then these leaves, these petals, are actually from the tree in my garden, the cherry blossoms. That's really pretty. I'm surprised they're still on there. Interesting, interesting. This is a sticker from like a supermarket and I finished it. I don't know what happened to him. I tried finishing it. It's so silly. I got more tea and these were candy that I got from a friend. And then this is a store that my mother visited and she got me a card from there. We got more wrapping paper. This wrapping paper, it's not mine. I took it. A friend of mine gave it to another friend at another friend's party and then I took it and I put it in here and I actually used it for yet another friend, so it's going everywhere. Recycle! Yeah, very pretty. Oh, this is when I got my second lobe piercing in Rotterdam and then we went to get cake. It was a very, very rainy day, but the cake was really good. So I stuck that in here as a memory. This is when I got my shrimps, I'm pretty sure, and this is like my shrimp food. This says aquarium vacuum cleaner. And then this is a picture of Vrouwtje, which is a Dutch artist, and I love her, and she's so pretty, so she deserves this whole page, alright? I had her in like my, what's that called? Like the little pocket on your breast. I had her in there for like half a day. Oh, this is, look how pretty, look how vibrant. It doesn't look as vibrant on camera, but I swear it's just fluorescent. These are all from my Hikarigashi no Natsu manga. I actually am using them to hold on my microphone, except for this one. This one's still packed up. Look at that. Look how shiny. Yeah. I only read through the first 3. The anime came out. I don't know how much they're covering of the manga. I've only read the first 3 volumes because I'm reading them in Japanese. And my Japanese is fine, but the entire manga is in Kansai dialect. And I don't know, it's hard. So I only read the first 3. But I stuck these in here. Look at, I think his English name is like Big Bro Minced Meat or something. I don't know. This is something that I drew also for school. He got beheaded and then it's stuck on again. Wait, that's actually, no, we're gonna skip this. Don't worry about what he's doing. This is where it fell apart, apparently. This is part of my manga wall, but my manga wall has been on there for years. I've been meaning to redo it, but these two just would not stick on for the life of them. Also, this is orange because I have a really gross orange glue stick. But these two would not stick on there. I stuck them on at least 5 or 6 times, and they kept falling off. So at some point, I gave up and put them in the scrapbook. This is a map. I thought it was aesthetic. I like the colors. We got, oh, this is when I went to Arnhem, and this is tea that I got during an interview. Like I had to conduct an interview. It was really awkward. I don't want to talk about it. What did I buy? Oh, I bought lunch, and then there's a flower. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this. I love cat food. I got to not babysit. I got to feed an acquaintance's cat for like a week, and just look how cute. I took them. This is kind of random. We got more fish stuff. I think this might have been from my actual fish that I got. And then on the back, there's a newspaper article about Esteen, which is another singer that I sometimes listen to. I'm gonna cover the faces, but I designed this for a friend because she kept complaining that people, if you're watching, yes, I'm showing this, I don't care. Because she kept complaining about people, like when she was going out, she kept complaining that people would come up to her and she has a boyfriend. So I made this saying, I love my girlfriend, and I put it on shirts, and I was like, go wear this if you're so bothered by all the boys bothering you. So that's funny. Oh, this is more like manga dust covers. This time from Tongareboshi no Toya, or Witch Hat Atelier. I've read the first, I'm still in the 3rd volume, I'm slow. But I love it so much already. It's so pretty. I want to salvage it, right? So these, I think it's kind of aesthetic. Put everything on there. This page, I never liked this page. I kept adding stuff. This has cutouts from my fish stickers that I made. And then a whole bunch of, I don't even know what that's from. Oh, I think it's from a manga I bought for a friend. And then some warning stickers, whatever. Ooh. Okay, once again, it's not picking up on camera. But I bought really, really fluorescent paints, pink paints, that I want to use for my underpaintings when I paint, which I never do, but I will. And I put it in there, planning to put something on it, but I never did. It also kind of like ripped apart. That's alright. Oh, that's my name. This is from an exhibition, like my final exhibition from my first year of design school. Look, it's my name. My name is Scrabble Letters. I think that's so cute. We got Bola, which is like a mascot. I love him. This is from Chopsticks. This is from Random Bins, I think. Oh, this is from my favorite, where is it? Sharpen, like a mechanical pencil. It's a 0.4, and they're very hard to find. I only have so much lead left, and I've never really found 0.4 lead where I live, but I love this one. It's so good. I bought it in Japan. I finally got the sticker off. Next up, we got Apple Bandit, and the best beer on the market. It's like 20 cents per bottle. It's so funny. Apple Bandit is really, really good though. If you ever come across it, buy it. Unless you're under 18 or under 21, I guess, if you're American. More from the Chopsticks. We got tea. Oh, this is actually the tea from, I lied. This is the tea from the interview that I conducted, not the other one. And this is a packing receipt from a classmate of mine it was a sticker, and she was about to throw it away, and I was like, hey, can I have that? And she just looked at me like, what are you gonna use that for? And I was like, don't worry about it, it's for my scrapbook. And she was like, okay, whatever. I think this page is neat. This is from, I don't know which manga. It's like a promotional thing that always comes with manga. And then this is like my favorite tea. So good. Ooh, spoilers. We got a whole bunch of words. This doesn't really mean anything. For another one of my school projects, I ended up with a friend of mine cutting out so many like newspaper words, and we ended up using like 6 of them. And we had like dozens. So I took them all, of course, for my scrapbook, and I stuck them all in here. Socks. This is from like this 3D card set, whatever, that my mom got ages ago, and she was like, I'm not using it, do you want it? And I was like, yes, please! So I took it. I was watching a video about Victorian doctors while I watched this, which was gruesome, but this one's kind of random. We got a snippet of the Barbie poster, or like a screenshot from Barbie, and then some other things. Another one of my classmates had this project about cameras or something, and at the end of the semester she was about to throw it away, and I was like, hey, can I have those scraps for my scrapbook? And she was like, what the hell, girl? And she was like, fine. This, I don't know where this is. This is also from that same girl, from like the camera girl. And then a little birdie. I think this is neat. I did this very recently. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's actually not that bad. We got more. That's the thing. I didn't really date anything in the sketchbook. I just dated the first day and the last day, which I actually finished it today. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I didn't really do much. Like in the last month, I think I did like half, and then the first month I didn't. I whatever. More words. This time I picked words that aren't white, like black on white. This is a picture. I think this is from the same like girl with the camera photos. I just thought it was really pretty. I just stuck it in here very inconveniently, but it's very pretty, so it's just in here. It's just kind of random. We get this old lady, some crackers, and in the back is this poster I made that I also printed out and saved for whatever occasion. And then this girl with a cross through a wine glass, because drinking is bad. These are all really, really thick stickers. What kind of stickers? I think I just glued them in here of my laptop that I finally decided to stick in here. Why not? Is from this. Like, this really ruins it. You should kind of like have it like this, right? Isn't that pretty? This is a play, it seems like. Oh, this is when I went to my grandmother's house and we ate at this Italian restaurant, and I had the best pizza ever. It was so good. Well, not as good as in Italy, but like it was a really good pizza. So I put that in there. This is also from my grandma. She lives close to the Veluwe, which is like the biggest forest in the Netherlands. And I went to Krullermüller Museum, which it was like for at least 50% just Vincent van Gogh, Vincent van Gogh, Van Gogh, whatever you want to call him. So that was cool. I saw the potato eaters. I don't know what that's called in English. As well as a sad man or whatever it was called. So yeah, this is a leaf. It was really, really red. It was really pretty, but it's not red anymore. This is from another sketchbook I bought. I said I wasn't gonna buy another sketchbook. I did. Museum shops are so what's the word? Temptive? I don't know. Tempted? Whatever. We got more words, this time only black on white. Peanuts. Yeah, it doesn't really say much. Oh, this is from these crackers. I've had these wrappings for so long. I decided to go through like most of my scraps because I just have so many. Either throw them away if I'm never going to use them, or use them. And I put them in like a traffic light order. Isn't that cute? These are really good. Oh, this is so cute. My friend was like, I have a present for you. And then he gave me this. And I was like, oh my god, thank you. And he was like, for your scrapbook. And I was like, oh my god. And I finally put it in here after a long time. It kind of stinks, but look at that. It's even cooler on camera. And we got more tea, the obligatory tea page every like 10 pages. I don't even drink that much tea. I just like collecting them. So we got chai. Chai is not a tea flavor. Warm chai flavor. What does that mean? Anyways, strawberry and what's this? Pumpkin spice. Ooh. We got more of the German. I don't know what to call it. And this is another manga. It's called. I can read that. It's Kushisa Diuto Sonseki. It's like beauty and then freedom and like respect or something. I don't know. I'll see if I can find it. Ooh, I'm gonna blur this. But my cousin got married just the other day, and I collected all of the confetti that I could find on the ground or on the table. Look at this. She hand painted that with my name on it. So cool. And there was a photo booth, and we took a whole bunch of photos there. These are some of them. Ooh, this is I got this magazine for like 8-year-olds about animals, and I cut out some of the animals, stuck them in here. Cutting them out took a long time actually. It doesn't look that good. This one is even worse. I got this little bird, and then look at the flowers. They spread over to the other page. And we got a part of this map that I drew for school. An orca or killer whale. A weird whale, I don't know what that is. And a turtle. Oh, this one's cute. I think I did this yesterday. I did like the last quarter of this week. Nenetian and Hanako-kun. I cut these out. This is The Promised Neverland. this volume is called Ikitai, which means I want to live. This is so sad. Also, The Promised Neverland is so good. I Promise the manga is so good. Also, the Toilet Bound Hanako manga is so good. Go read it. And then we have some Pochanko stickers. So cute. This one's so thick. More Toilet Bound Hanako. I got a whole bunch of these volume covers, which is where this one came from as well. And I finally decided to use them. And then in the back there was this like scrapbook paper and a Kuromi sticker. I did this yesterday. It's just given. And the volume covers as well, I think. They're like half in black and white? I don't know. I don't have the Given manga. I don't know what I think about Given. But this art is pretty, so whatever. This one I did today actually. This is from another museum, which is called Huis van Gijn, which is about the house of Simon van Gijn. And he lived somewhere around the 1900s, and he was like an avid collector of art and stuff, and his house is gorgeous. So I got a whole bunch of pictures from that. I didn't take these pictures, but I got them. Wait. Oh. Okay, I almost fell because my feet are asleep. But my brother went to South Korea and he got me this blind box. And I got Nishinoya! Oh yeah, that's very in focus. I don't know if that's in focus, but I got Nishinoya and he's my favorite from Haikyuu, so woo! I love gambling. So I finally stuck that in here. And it's very thick, that's why I refrained from doing so, but I finally thought it was time. This is another Promised Neverland. Cutting this out once again took forever. And then some fire and a forest in the background, which is like a Shutterstock image. This is a picture that I took. Look at how pretty the sand is. Oh, my feet are hurting. Oh, my entire leg is asleep. I was sitting on them and then I stood up and now it hurts. And then New York City. I think this is the last one actually. Wow. And then a cafe. And then the very last page. And it says, if you can read it, thank you. And I started it on the 22nd of February, like I said, and I finished it today on the 14th of July. And then it has this red thing, which was how this was attached to my bike. And then the back has the sticker that I made, this fish sticker that I mentioned earlier. I stuck it on here all nice. I was like, yeah, this is great. I love this composition. And I turned it around and I was like, oh, stuck it on backwards. And I couldn't get it off again, so it's just on there, but whatever. The front, I forgot to mention, this is a sticker that I made. It's supposed to be me as a clown, which I think is kind of funny. I stuck this on forever ago. I think I made these stickers back in 2023. That's quite a while ago, and I just stuck it on here to cover up the logo that was on here. Also the sketchbook. I don't know what brand it is. My father got it from like his work, and he doesn't even work there anymore. So he gave it to me. So it's not really a brand. I also didn't like it because the paper is like yellow. I don't know if you can see that. It's not white, it's off-white, and I don't like that because I like my whites. And then this Miffy sticker that I got from a friend. And I stuck it on here as well. Yeah, it's falling apart. It's barely... I'm just gonna like... And then take this rubber band that I'm actually surprised is still holding on. It's like stretched out to cover everything. But that's it. That's the second scrapbook. I'm not planning to start another one of these. I'm kind of done with them. Sort of, for a while. I actually have one. I have this one. Sneak peek. Which is, a sketchbook that I bought in Japan. I haven't actually shown this. It's not very full. It has 144 pages, which is incredible. But I want to use this as like my scrapbook. It has from like the stuff that I collected in Japan, which is a lot. And it also has all of my stamps in there from stations and everything. Yeah, next up, after finishing this one, which I did, I was planning to what is that? Oh, art supplies I bought. Interesting. That's a really bad. Hello Kitty! Oh, look how cute. Yeah, I'm not gonna show everything. But I'm planning to finish this with all of my Japan scraps. I don't know how far I'll get. I think this one is gonna get massive as well. But yeah, I'll tackle that next time. That was it for the scrapbook tour. I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite tools for scrapbooking. I also have a full, not from this sketchbook, but from this one, where I feel I think 2 spreads if you're interested in my process. It's mostly just gluing things down and cutting them out before that. That's really everything. Okay, my desk is a bit of a mess, but first of all, a cutting mat to cut things, that's a given. I mostly cut things with this knife because when I use scissors, my hand just starts hurting after like 10 seconds, so I mostly cut along with a metal ruler because then I don't cut the ruler. I used to have this, I still have it, but I had this wooden ruler that I got when I was probably like 8 years old or something, but I just kept cutting things off the ruler, so I recommend a metal ruler, or plastic I think would work well, but metal I think works even better. And then my X-Acto knife that I showed, great, love it. Just a need. Scissors, you gotta need scissors for most things. My number 1 tip is like a pin card. I use this credit card that I never use. And it's just, you can like put things, you can use it to scrape off glue, I guess. But you can use it to evenly, like, if you have glued things down and then just like place, I'm not giving a good example of this. And then if you place something down and then you can evenly like press it down because your hands are like wobbly, right? This is so gross. There's glue everywhere. And then glue, of course, I got tacky glue. This is really cheap glue, but it does the trick. I almost never use this one actually. I mostly use glue sticks. This one is really bad. I would not recommend it. It's very cheap. You can probably not find it unless you live in the Netherlands. Don't recommend. So I bought this Pritt stift. What's that called? A glue stick? But it's orange and it's just the most atrocious shade of orange and it's so sticky and it stinks. I don't recommend this either, but this one at least sticks because that one barely does. And that's about it. That's really about it. Just like something to cut, like a knife and scissors, something to cut it on or with, which is like a ruler and a cutting mat, and then something to press it down. I also always, like for example, if I just stuck this down, it's really hard, eventually it's really hard to get into this like little groove. So what I do is I take this, really put it in there, and then just put it in there with one hand, and then the other hand, and I close it and just squeeze this until it's like stuck in there. And that way I was able to get just like into the crooks, crannies, whatever, everywhere. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? That's it. That's everything. I really want to thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this scrapbook tour. I know it's not a sketchbook. I didn't really draw in here, but it was a lot of fun. I hope that you got something out of this video. I would encourage anyone to scrapbook. Just collect. That's right, my scraps. I collected a whole bunch of scraps. I just collect everything. In this big bin, there's like plants in here. Then there's tiny things in there, a little bigger scraps in here. And other than that, I just kind of have it like in categories. So this is all like manga thing and just the 18th century stuff that I printed. I got this, which was the seaside things. This one is mostly patterns and just like backdrops of everything. Mostly wrapping paper. This one's kind of random. I think this is just like everything. It says scrap. It's really what it is. Scrap from everywhere that I just collect. Mostly like things. At school I have to print lots. And then I just take that because I don't want to throw it away. And these are some puffy stickers that I don't... Like, they're puffy, so you can't really use them. I didn't really use it in this scrapbook, but washi tape is also a great one. Look at this one. This is the one I mentioned. It's so cute. And it was only 300 yen in a grocery store. But yeah, these are all my washi tape. I love them. Should use it more. I think that's it. Stickers are another big one. I got these, but I have more that I don't feel like grabbing. And that's it. I think that's it for tools. These are all of my Japan scraps. There's like a lot in there. That was probably my name. This is the big wrapping paper I mentioned. And then in here, I got my toothpaste. And look at this. Look at all of those cards. These are just like the doubles or the triples I have. And then there's a bunch of cards in here that are really thick. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will probably see you next week. Happy sketching. Bye bye.